Hey there, beer tubers, and welcome back to Beer Analysis 101 with your host, of course, Maxwell Starr. We've also got our lovely panel here tonight here with us, and we're going to take a look at the latest in the Project IPA series from Collective Arts, looking at IPA number 6, Peach with Amarillo and YET hops. All right, so without further ado, let's get down to the panel. Hey, Lee, how you doing tonight?
I'm fine. How are you doing? I don't know.
Okay, that's great. All right. Greg, how are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, Nick. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking.
Excellent.
And we might as well also ask Ashley Sexton how he's doing tonight.
I'm doing great. Thank you. It looks like Greg's got his very professional face on. Lee's got his grumpy face on. And Nick, you just have a face on. So that's good. And happy to be here. Thanks.
So, what can I say? I wear this all the time. Not that I'm happy about it. All right. So, yeah, we're doing YET hops. That's what it is. IPA number 6 from Collective Arts. Of course, we've looked at Collective Arts on this channel before. So we won't do too deep of a dive into their history. But just to say that, of course, that Collective Arts was founded in 2013 by Matt Johnson and Bob Russell. Johnson and Russell, along with brewmaster Ryan Morrow, began brewing on contract space at Nickelbrook in Burlington. Collective Arts and Nickelbrook also opened a joint brewery in Hamilton a year later in 2014 at the former Lakeport Brewery. Collective Arts has since bought out Nickelbrook's shares in that brewery, however, and operates it as their own main brewery with the production volume and distribution capacity to reach all the way across Canada and into the U.S. So to go on with the IPA series, in February 2017, Collective Arts introduced their numbered Project IPA series, starting with IPA number 1, which I've had, which was released February 17, 7.1% ABV, American-style IPA, hopped with Nelson Sauvin, Simcoe, and Citra hops. IPA number 2, which came out in April 2017, was also 7.1 ABV, but this time was hopped with Mosaic, Simcoe, and New Zealand Wamea hops. Number 3 was released in June of last year, which was, again, 7.1% ABV, which was also an American IPA hopped with Crystal and Citra. And of course, they followed that up in September, with a 6.4% 6.4% ABV IPA, which was hopped with Hallertauer Blanc and Citra Mosaic. So, in January 2018, Collective Arts changed things up with the 5th entry of the Project IPA series. The famous IPA number 5 was an 8.2% ABV double dry hopped New England style Imperial IPA brewed with massive amounts of Simcoe and Citra. As we don't have him with us tonight because he's got better things to do. Chris had pounds of dozens of those cans in his apartment at one point in time. IPA number 5 was successful.
Hanging out.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. It was successful enough that it was brewed several times over the course of spring 2018, and I heard a rumor who said that they might be bringing it back as a regular beer, but I don't know. They should. Collective Arts also followed on the success of the Project IPA series with the Liquid Arts Fest. That though it was an unnumbered version of the, it was also considered part of the Collective Arts Project IPA series. Liquid Arts Fest was a 5.9% ABV milkshake IPA made with mango, passion fruit, and vanilla, as well as Simcoe and Citra hops. It was released in May of 2018 in time for the festival of the same name, which is in the first week of June, I think. Liquid Arts Fest is also a successful beer in its own right, having sold over 30 cans to Red Beard alone. Which brings us to tonight's beer, which is Collective Arts IPA number 6. Which was released August 2018, last month. This goes back to the American-style IPA theme, but it was conceived as a summer quencher. It comes in at 6.7% ABV and is brewed with Amarillo and YET hops, as well as fresh peaches. YET hops is a New Zealand hop varietal, which gives notes of stone fruits such as apricots and lime zest. It's also worth noting that at the time of this analysis, the Collective Arts has already announced what IPA number 7 is going to be, and it will be part of their fall lineup, so I'm assuming it's going to come out in October. IPA number 7 will be a 6.7 ABV beer again, but it's a Southern Hemisphere IPA, kind of like, I think, was it Rime Ransack the Universe is a Hemisphere IPA.
That is correct.
Yeah, which is brewed with New Zealand hops again. And though their website doesn't mention the specific hops used, early can art suggests that it will be hopped with Nelson Sauvin and Vic's Secret. Right on. Okay, so that was a mouthful and very repetitive, but let's get down to histories. And Lee,
Nick,
let's
You're
just go
really
with
like pounding it tonight.
well, not as much as Chris is, but I guess the best thing I could say, because since most of us are not going to have a specific history with number 6, has anybody here? Have you had the any of the IPA series IPAs before, Lee?
Maybe. I have no idea, honestly. I've had some Collective Arts stuff. I can't remember what the fuck I've had. So I don't think I've had any of the ones that were necessarily called IPA number this, IPA number that, but I'm sure there's at least been a couple in that series that have probably been repackaged and renamed as something else at some point if they were popular, I'm guessing. So I might have had some of their other stuff. Everything I've had from Collective Arts has been decent to really, really good. So that's basically that. And as far as my history of this beer goes, Ashley Sexton was nice enough to send me one. Here we are. That's my history with it. So,
Right
I
on.
don't know.
It
May just be that he tasted it and just wanted to give you one of his, so you didn't have to drink it himself.
Right on.
Oh, sorry, spoilers.
It's all right. You're allowed to talk now, Greg. What's your history with the IPA series? I'm pretty sure you've had every one so far.
Well, no, I haven't. I've had this one. Just going through the IPA series, there is one which I forgot about. There's actually a black IPA. It wasn't numbered. I had that one. Chad apparently sent me that. I think that was when Collective Arts was a little harder to get. Apparently, I did not have number 1. I didn't tap in number 2, although I thought I had it. But according to Untapped, I have not, so Untapped is law. I've had number 3. Haven't had number 4. Had number 5. I had the Liquid Fart Fest. And now I'm having number 6. So yeah, that's my exciting history. So I've had about half of them, and up until now they've all been pretty good.
Yeah. All right, and finally, Ashley Sexton.
Collective Arts is something that's pretty readily available for us in the GTA as well in most areas of Ontario. So pretty much anything new from them we can readily get. From the series itself, I've had them all except for number 1. I thought I had, but again, the only thing right that Greg has said so far today or the last month and a half is that Untapped is king. So I didn't tap number 1, so I didn't drink it. So, I've enjoyed pretty much all of the IPA series. I went against the current. I didn't really enjoy number 5 all that much, or not as much as other people have. But that's just my own stupid palate. So, and yeah, here we are. I'm actually really looking forward to number 7 because if it's anything like Ransack the Universe, which is their Hemisphere IPA, whatever that even means.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
That is definitely one of the best beers that I've had from Collective Arts. One of the best IPAs in Canada, to be totally honest.
I would agree, and it's so readily available around here, and we sort of just take it for granted. So.
Right on. All right, and as far as my history goes with this, I've had brewers in the Project series before. I have my Untaps here. I've had the IPA number 1, which is the Nelson Sauvin, Simcoe, and Citra. I remember it being good, but I forgot to give it a score. It's because I originally planned to do a review. I have a review recorded. I just never uploaded it, and now it's kind of pointless to upload number 1 when I've already done.
What a shock! Nick didn't upload it.
Yeah.
Just upload it, Nick. Come on.
I've had IPA number 3. I've had IPA number 5. I had that at Chris's place when I visited when I was up in May, and I haven't tapped it yet. But I had Liquid Arts Fest. That's on me. And, of course, now IPA number 6. Right on. Let's move over to comments. Lee, you want to give them a read? If there's any.
There are none.
There are no comments. There's 7 people watching, so anybody wants to leave a comment, as long as it's not full of curse words, go ahead and say something.
I mean, it's full of curse words.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll still read it.
It's true. Different. Because we need time to. Well, I need time in order to sit and actually think about this.
Yeah,
Really?
so you're just gonna have to watch us think now.
You're gonna have to sit and watch us drink now.
Does anyone notice that if you like photoshopped away the goatee, Nick would kind of look like a slightly shorter, pudgier Arnold Schwarzenegger?
What the fuck?
Look at him. You got the same look as his face. Take away the goatee.
I don't see
Yeah.
it.
You're
Now
weird, Greg.
now you can't unsee it.
Anyway,
I don't know.
well,
I'll have to get Amy to Photoshop that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can make some magic happen.
Do you know
Oh,
if
we
you
are-
put if you put Greg and me both in a gray suit, we look just like Alexi Sales, the British comedian?
I got to look that up because I don't know who he is.
I actually have that. Didn't you kill my brother?
Did you kill my brother?
I saw you. Right. Well,
That's kind of true.
this is different.
Exactly. That's an older Alexi Sales there though. That one looks like Terry K.
I don't know. It's just the first thing I came on Google Images.
I don't even know what Alexi Sale looks like anymore. I mean, I do, but I mean, what he looks like now.
He looks like Terry K.
It's like Terry K.
He does. He's got
Does he
the
have
beard
his-
and everything.
Maybe it really is Terry K.
I don't know who Terry K is either.
Beer goggles.
Beer goggles, really?
I don't know who Beer Goggles is.
Oh my god. Get this
I don't
guy
know.
out here
I don't
too.
know what anything is. I
Fucking
don't follow
millennials.
pop culture like
Fucking
the cool
kids.
kids.
Well, the first thing I got to say is thank you, Ashley, for sending me this can.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
I don't know what to think about it, though.
I'm ready to give my thoughts if you still want to think.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
I mean,
hey, Vincent's here.
radar.
Vincent, are you gonna participate in this beer?
Do you have a can of IPA number 6?
No,
Okay, then you're
Okay, you're out.
that's tonight.
It's right there.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
You guys want to wait like 30 minutes? I'll go get one.
No, we don't want
We're already live, dude. How about come back in 30 minutes when we're doing the regular chat?
Yeah. And they'll
Okay.
make fun of you for this.
You're making us look as bad as fucking Terry O'Neill.
Yeah, this is
Channel
really
shows.
Terry,
episode.
who's Terry O'Neill?
No, I said just kick him out.
All right.
Oh
right.
man, that fucking broke the
Yeah.
connection.
Sorry, Radar.
Good work, Radar.
Okay, so let's get down to the ratings now that we're completely unprofessional tonight, and we've got the downvotes coming in. Lee, what do you think of this this beer?
It's for this day and age, and putting it in context, it's a fairly mild IPA compared to a lot of them out there. Like the bitterness is there, but it's not big. Of course, to be expected with the peach. With the peach puree in this, the peach is pretty much the big dominant flavor in it. Although it's not aggressive. It's not it's not cloying or anything like that. It's a nice subtle kind of peach flavor that blends with everything else. Especially in aroma, you get a lot more peach out of the aroma than you actually do the taste. You get that sort of wheat mustiness. Gives it a bit of body. And I was trying to figure out what that sort of tart was, and you mentioned that they say it's got like a kind of a lemon lime tartness of some sort, and yeah, that's kind of where I place it. So it tastes like some sort of decent mixed fruit cocktail kind of thing, but it's still got that, I guess, putting the wheat into it kind of brings back the kind of body and makes it, oh no, this is actually a beer, this isn't just fruit juice that you're drinking kind of thing. So it's not really my style as far as an IPA goes. I guess I'd probably throw it around a 7 style wise, and personal enjoyment, I'd probably go 7.5. It's something I'd definitely drink again, but it's not something like if I saw it on the shelf, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't seek it out like that hardcore. But it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's starting to get warm up to me here. Wish I had more time. Anyway, Greg, what's
Well, Nick, if you want more time, we can get Vincent back on here. Wait 30 minutes.
Yeah, no,
get a
just
can.
keep rolling, all right? Blame
There you
Chris
go.
because he didn't show up.
Okay, this sort of reminds me of something. Not the exact flavor, but this almost reminds me of something. As you know, as a kid, it's like, hey, I like Lucky Charms. They're good. I like Coca-Cola. They're good. Let's mix them together and find out what happens. No, this is fucking awful. This is fucking awful. This is like this tastes to me almost like there was probably some tasty peaches and some sort of a competent beer, and then they mixed them together and made something that I can only imagine tastes like baby vomit. I've never tasted baby vomit, but I've imagined what it tastes like. Like,
You know what regular vomit tastes like, so.
that's true, I do. Okay, this is better than regular vomit, so I will give it that. No, but this is bad. Like, I don't know. It's a mess of a bunch of different flavors, and none of them taste good. And like I won't drain pour this because it's against my religion, but this is pretty close to drain pour as far as I've gotten recently with beers. So this has got to be a style wise. I'm going both style and personal enjoyment a 3 out of 10.
What was that again? Sorry, Greg?
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
way to bring it all down.
No, this is bad. I actually, sadly, got to say I agree with Redbeard on this one. Yet I didn't buy 3 cans of it and still drink all 3 of them, so I don't know how that works. But hey.
All right, now that we've effectively ruined this, thanks, Greg. Let's go with Ashley and see what you think of this.
All right. Well, I'll sort of pick it apart a little bit, best I can. When I first cracked the can and I poured it, I got a really weird aroma that I haven't been able to get since from it. So I don't know if it was just what was going on, but I got some really, really funky aroma going on. Sort of tasted like a little rotten. But now that it's sort of, I guess, decanted a little bit, it's sort of opened up. I'm picking up some of the orange notes from the Amarillo, and then a punch of like peach on the nose. The body's great on this beer. I mean, well, for Collective Arts, they do mostly IPA, so the better get the body right. So the body's great. Feels good in the mouth. Good carbonation. It's nice and smooth. As Lee said, with the wheat, it sort of gives it a nice little creaminess to it. But it's like something went wrong. Something went a little sideways on this, because the bittering is I'm picking up that lime that like from that Waiti, because I was wondering like, why does this taste so tart? Like, why is it so tart? Because I was expecting to get a slight sweetness from it just because of peaches, but it tasted like a lot of the peaches just sort of fermented out. No, maybe they picked them too ripe. All of those sugars just got eaten up, and there's really nothing that was left. So we got an unbalanced bitterness, I guess, because it comes off really harsh on the back, like on the finish. That the bitterness is weird. It's just a bad combination. Whatever they used for the bittering additions is wrong. They should have used something else. The peach is there in flavor, or it's like slightly there in flavor, not as much as I would expect it. Because I was expecting like a nice, smooth, slightly sweet, peachy beer, and this is just tart. And you know what? I can only imagine if you took like the seed of a peach. I almost wonder what that tastes like when it's ground up. I almost wonder if they put some of that in here, gave it some weird flavor. I don't know. Something's off on this one though. So to end my ramble, for an IPA, 6 out of 10. It's got the body, it's got the alcohol percentage. It's got really fucked up bittering, and personal enjoyment, I'll give it a 6 too. I mean, I'll drink it. If someone gave me another can, I'd drink it. I probably wouldn't buy another can of this, but I will buy number 7. So it doesn't really affect my thought of the series or anything like that. It's just weird.
Well, I think, frankly, for the brewery, it's a rare miss because they're normally a very good brewery.
Yeah, I haven't had a bad product from the IPA series yet. So I missed 2 and I missed 4, but they've all been pretty solid. This is a misstep. I completely agree with what Ashley's saying.
Yeah, I think Ashley's right. I think that's probably what the problem is. I think they did ferment all the sugars out of the peach. Like it's just the peach is really there in the aroma, but once you get just to drinking it, it becomes nondescript citrus with tart for the most part. Like, and the finish is like orange juice without the good orange juice flavor kind of thing. As it's warming up, it's getting worse.
Yeah, I almost think like with the I never notice when you eat a fresh peach, it's almost like it's sweeter on the outside and more tannic as you get into the middle. And the flavor of this really reminds me, like there's a bit of that outer edge peach, but without the sugar. It's just a bitter. With the inside is kind of like that tannic. Like what I'm getting from it is just that like peach without the sugars. Apricots, I get orange juice out of this, and this just this big, deep, earthy, resiny bitterness that's in the back that's almost numbing. In fact, I think it actually is numbing the back of my tongue drinking this thing. And the body is spot on. Like if you were to call this like a New England style IPA, I believe you, because it's actually the mouthfeel is great. Like it's got a nice creamy, smooth texture to it. It's got a nice, beautiful color to it. It looks like straight up juice, which it pretty much is at this point. The faster you drink it, the less the bitterness takes hold. Either that or it's just numbing the back of my tongue. And I find I get more peach as I drink it faster, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm getting this strong, deep, earthy note, mostly resiny note in the back of the tongue mixed with this weird peach taste. I think that's what Ash is talking about when he's talking about rotted. And I'm not crazy about this. I think for the style, I'm going to give that 6.5. Overall, a 6. I'm not crazy for this.
Want me to move comments now?
Go for it, if we have any.
Yeah, we do have some. Rod J's in here saying, cheers, gentlemen. Cheers, Rod.
Right.
Jamie's in the comments. He says, I like this beer. It was too expensive but enjoyable. They actually ran out of locally. They probably will not make any more. Yeah, I'm guessing not.
I think we should.
Yeah, Raining on Your Parade's in the chat. He says number 6 is around here in Maine, although I did not try it. Taking a break on beers for a month. Collective Arts is disappearing around here. Stores that had 5 or 6 of their beers now have 2, and stores that had 2 of their beers now have none. So there you go.
Huh, that's interesting. I wonder why that is.
They need to step up their game. They have to stop worrying about getting cool artists to put shit on their cans and start making some better beers. That's what they got to do.
Well, at least they've stopped doing the stupid thing where every fucking can looks different. Now, at least, you just have all the same cans, because I'm sure if they had a different artist for, they had 24 different variations of this can, this thing would cost $7 a can.
And we get a Collective Arts. This artist who did this likes Adventure Time. They have no original thought in their heads, and you wanted to put it on a can. That's great. We all like Adventure Time. Let's move on. It's a kid show.
The artist is Blake Stevenson from Toronto. Now
Blake
Nick is going to get a legal lawsuit.
Blake, you Adventure Time should sue you. I'm just saying.
You can see the entire series at collectiveartsbrewing.com/series9. How exciting!
Yeah,
I won't be going there, but still.
Yeah. You're using your art to sell a bad product, man.
But if you look at this, it kind of looks a little bit like Klizak.
Like he probably looks.
And look, there's the semen babies he's making behind him.
Okay, this is just with Vincent and with the semen babies comment. We should just get our totals here.
This is the most shit version of beer analysis we've done yet, I think.
And it's hard to believe nobody's even said the word penis yet.
I don't think the analysis is
now, thanks for breaking that record there, Greg.
Yeah, no, the analysis was fine. It's just that the
analysis is spot on. I was really going into this with an open mind, because I hate, everyone's just following everyone else's like reviews online and stuff like that. It's like, oh, so and so said it's shit, so I'm not going to buy it, or so and so said it's shit, so I'm going to think it's shit too. I was really coming in here thinking that I was going to like this and just sort of.
Well, the
Yeah,
only person's review I've seen on this is Redbeard, and I purposely try to have the opinion opposite of Redbeard. So I was hoping to love this, but no,
this pains you.
I don't. It pains me to actually agree with Redbeard, but yeah, no, I don't like this at all.
At least we can disagree with Drunk Polkaroo. Didn't he like this?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't like
He
it
didn't?
either.
Okay, well,
Oh shit!
pretty
That
much
means
unanimous.
I agree with him too.
The only person that actually liked it was Lee because he gave it 7s.
I gave it a good score. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why the King of Beer Tube needs to come back and show everybody what's what.
That's right. Oh,
Anyway,
he's returning.
Craig's King of Beer too.
New King. All right, so this is the scores. Yeah, it's a 5.265 all around.
So basically, without my score, it would be like in the 6s.
It'd be like 6.5 probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it would be even lower than that. Greg's score brought this all down.
Yeah.
But neither me or Ash really liked it either.
Yeah.
I think we both gave it 6s.
Yeah, 6, and then 7. So
Yeah.
take that as you know.
Fun. Yeah, I know. It's nice. Thanks for sending me this, and it's great to actually try the latest entry in the IPA series. But I think the biggest thing is that it's a complete drop off compared to what the previous two were. Like if you count Liquid Arts Fest as one of them, and IPA number 5, they were both fantastic. This sucks.
I would drink this. Sorry to cut you off for
straight.
Top yet. I would drink number 5 before I drank this. I would drink this before I drank Liquid Art Fest.
Really? Oh, you didn't like it?
No, it's fucking juice with vodka.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as Ashley. I would still rather drink juice with vodka in it. But yeah, the Liquid Fart Fest was fine if you like coolers, but it wasn't really much of a beer.
It wasn't beer.
Whatever. I still really like Liquid Art
But to me, at least,
I think I gave it a 4.75.
At least I could still enjoy that one. This one I can't even enjoy. Like this to me is revolting. Like it's basically like, to me, when I rate a beer, a 3 out of 10 is right on the threshold of below 3. I'd probably actually drain for it, even though I'm morally opposed to wasting beer. But I would probably drain for it. So 3 is right on the cusp of that. I still drank my whole can of this, but I would not want it.
The sad part is I'm about half a foot away from my glass and I'm smelling something like, did the cat piss somewhere? And then I realized I don't even have a cat anymore.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, this is bad, man.
Whackity schmackity doo.
That cat weeks ago.
Sorry, the ribs are good. Anyway,
I've lost
all
cats.
right.
I know how it sucks.
Anyway, all right. So we got any last comments?
Yeah, just a couple more for Raining on Your Parade. He says, all beer analysis 101s are total perfection under the guidance of Maxwell Star. And then he says, beer for next week is...
Drum roll, please. And Greg will be extremely happy that we're finally looking this beer, but we're going to do Amsterdam Bone Shaker.
Shake your
Hey, guess
bones,
what? It
shake
showed
your
up again in
bone.
my NSLC. I can get it again.
Perfect.
Yay.
All right. That works for us.
Cool.
Get some bone
Cool.
shaker.
Why do you love that beer so much? Maybe. Oh, we will find out next week. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week to find Greg's opinion of Amsterdam Erection Shaker.
Find out why
Spoilers,
this is
it's going to be
thick
a
as cheese.
higher rated than this week's beer.
Not if I bring
It's
it
gonna be
down.
unanimous. Not if I can help it. And Raining on Your Parade's last comment says, I like his hops.
Old Simcoe.
There's actually a surprising
Was there
amount
Simcoe
of
in
hops
this?
that taste like
Amarillo.
cat piss.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no Simcoe in this.
Not that one.
No, it must be whatever that way TT or
Yeah.
YTT.
Y80? Why
Because I mean, the times I've had a few different smash beers that had Amarillo in them, and I've always loved Amarillo. It seems to always be a hop that works for me. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
An orangey Grand Marnier kind of thing to it. Anyway.
All right, let's end this fucking shit
All right,
show.
let's end this thing and then get drinking better.
Let's end
beer.
this and we'll get Vincent. We'll get Vincent on
We'll,
here.
we'll
for
get
real this
Radar
time.
back in here. All right. So thanks for watching IPA number 6. Thank you, Ash, for sending me this can. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Greg, for coming on. Thanks to myself for putting up with this crap. And then thanks to all the viewers for actually, I guess, also putting up with this crap. So tune in next week when we do Amsterdam Erection Shaker, Bone Shaker. And tune in later in about probably 15, 20 minutes when we do the after chat, maybe even sooner. Cheers.
Penis.
Penis.